In a quiet town lived a boy named David. From childhood, he loved running. His dream was simple yet powerful. He wanted to become an athlete and represent his country. But life
had other plans. When David was just 14 years old, tragedy struck.
While riding home from school, a terrible accident left him with a severe leg injury. After months of surgeries, doctors gave him news that shattered his heart. David, you'll never be able to run again. The boy who once lived to run was now bound to crutches. His friends stopped calling him. Some whispered, "His life is finished." For nights, David cried silently, staring at his medals, feeling like his dreams had been buried forever. But one evening, while sitting alone in his room, he saw his mother silently wiping away her tears in the kitchen. She had lost her husband years ago and now watched her only son sink into hopelessness. At that moment, David realized his pain was breaking not only him, but also the person who loved him the most. He clenched his fists and said to himself, "If I can't run with my legs, I will run with my spirit. If life has closed one door, I will find another way." That decision changed everything. David began training again, not as a runner, but as a para-athlete. At first, he fell more times than he stood. His body trembled. People laughed. Some even told him to stop embarrassing himself. But David refused to quit. Every drop of sweat, every scar, every painful fall, he turned it into fuel. While others slept, he trained under the streetlights. While others doubted him, he visualized his victory. Months turned into years. Slowly, David mastered his new way of running with a prosthetic leg. His body was weaker than before, but his willpower was stronger than ever. Finally, the day came. David entered his first national para-athletic competition. Standing on the track, he looked around. Hundreds of spectators, flashing cameras, athletes from across the country. His heart pounded. Doubts whispered in his mind, what if you fall? What if you lose? But then he remembered the tears of his mother, the pain of his accident, the years of struggle. He whispered to himself, "This is my moment. This is why I never gave up." The whistle blew. David sprinted, step by step, breath by breath. He pushed forward. His prosthetic leg slammed against the track, but his spirit carried him. And then, against all odds, he crossed the finish line first. The stadium roared. His mother, sitting in the crowd, cried with pride. David had done it, not just for himself, but for everyone who had ever been told, "You can't." But this was not the end. David went on to represent his country in international championships. He won medals, broke records, and became a symbol of hope for thousands of people facing disabilities and hardships. Today, David doesn't just wear medals around his neck. He carries stories of courage in his heart. He travels to schools, colleges, and events, telling young people, pain is not your enemy. Pain is your greatest teacher. Don't hide from it, use it. Because when life breaks you, that's when you discover your true strength. Friends, David's story proves one powerful truth. Life will not always go as planned. You will face losses, tragedies, and struggles that might make you want to quit. But remember, your pain can destroy you, or it can shape you into someone extraordinary. The choice is always yours. So, the next time life knocks you down, remember David. Stand tall, fight back, and turn your pain into strength. Because maybe, just maybe, your story will inspire the world.